some classical today. It's the vibe I'm feeling. I don't know what's going to come on after this. I'm going to go with the flow. I like the vibe. I hope we're well. This angle looking great. Here we go. This song really sits nicely in my heart chakra. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. We're going to take a minute to just be grateful for how beautiful that is. Listen to that. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it that well. I'll cry. So yeah, I've had quite a time recently, as we're all aware. I think a lot of people are. It's quite an intense time. There's a lot of very intense energies happening celestially, and I think it's impacting people. I mean, it's impacting me, so I'm sure it's impacting other people. But yeah, I thought I'd come on, I don't know, try and spread some nice loving, heart happy vibes, because it's easy to be removed from the heart and get all up in our heads with negativity and sadness. Which here on this channel I try to stamp out. I try to stamp out as much as possible, because we don't want that. We don't want sadness. We don't want anyone being sad, and we don't want anyone, well, I mean, you're going to be sad sometimes, right? Sadness is a part of the human experience. And sorry, I'm looking in here, I'm trying to figure out what songs to cue. Yeah, it's just part of the human experience, you see. We don't really have a choice. So I was reading Conversations with God, the book, the first one, and it had a very interesting point to make, and I hadn't lifted the book up for a while, and it was basically saying how the things that happen are only what we give definition of it to. So if we give it a definition, that's how we're going to feel, right? So we're responsible for that definition and that opinion of that experience. Sorry, I'm trying to put a specific song on 2 minutes, right? I'm getting a bit distracted. Sorry. I mean, why am I apologising? It's all good, I know you understand. But yeah, what was I saying? 2 minutes, let me get back to it. Yeah. Life and what happens in it only lives up to the expectations and the definitions of those things that we experience, if you get what I mean. Like, we may lose a relationship, right? And officially and firstly we'll be like, oh my god, my life is falling apart, I'm so sad and so upset, right? However, we're not looking at it from a grander perspective of divine intervention, say, right? We have a lot more control over how we view things and see things, but people think that's a very insensitive way to look at it. I can't really explain it very well, to be honest, but I read the Conversations with God book 1, and it explains it super well, so just go get it. It'll do a lot better explaining. I mean, I'm probably going to channel that same message in a different way right now, and I'm just following my intuition. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. Then we got the Sun, enjoy success and happiness, but this is in reverse today. And I'm feeling drawn to take it. And then the other one that came out was Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. The message I'm getting from this is, if we keep our shield up and give too much definition to our emotions and live and feel and stagnate within those emotions, we're going to block our success and happiness. And we've created this, block towards whatever can come out from it by defining it too much. When we define something, we're going to put more shields up so that we don't experience it ever again. But within those experiences is the little hidden gem, which is going to get us from A to B to C to D, the stepping stone towards where we want to be. Death is part of the human experience, and we have a very unhealthy natural idea towards death. We take the body, we preserve it, we want to delay the decay process as much as possible, and we don't accept what is. And we view it in a very restrictive sense. Death is not the end. The soul moves on. Anyway, I don't know why I started talking about that, because it wasn't really relevant to what I was saying, but it must be relevant to someone. And I'm not saying to not feel your emotions, right? Definitely feel them. Give acknowledgement to them. But don't allow them to take over. Don't use them as your shield. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just massaging the middle of my back, it's really sore. Don't use your emotions as the shield. Just to protect you from experiencing more pain or difficulty or discomfort. Don't know why my back's sore. Middle of my back just started to really, really hurt. I don't know if someone else out there's back is in pain. Maybe you need to go get a massage. But also what it's making me think and remember is connect with your emotions. Your emotions aren't always just in the mind and in the heart. They can get stuck in the body. They can get stuck in the body and create ailment. So move your body. When you have an emotion you don't know how to deal with, do some exercise. Dancing, running, skating, whatever your exercise is, whatever helps you to move that energy around. It also allows you to disperse the energy and allows it to flow more freely, which makes you actually more open to connecting to source. Okay, Summer Bask in the Light came in the reverse. Funnily enough, this bee's been following me about today. I don't know if bees are following anyone about. Came in reverse. What this made me think is, we can't always bask in happiness and light all the time. This song makes me feel like I'm gonna cry. There has to be darkness for light to exist, right? We can't be, it's physically not, it's just not realistic to be in the light constantly. And if we were in the light all the time, if everything was joyful all the time, we wouldn't appreciate it. Pain and our ghosts and our difficulties will never help us to appreciate what amazingly joyful times we can have. I watched a film the other day called In Between on Netflix, and I actually deleted my Netflix account, but something called me to re-download it again or restart my account and watch this film, and there was a lot of messages in there for me, and you should probably watch it. It's about the in-between, the spiritual realm, but there's a really good monologue at the end, and about how we can't ignore our ghosts. We all have them. That may be trauma, pains, sadness, whatever it is, however it manifests, we cannot ignore its existence. If we do, or like we ignore our shadow, our ghosts, our bad parts of us. We ignore them and we don't integrate it all. It's just going to eat away at us, and we won't get better. And when we accept that with love, there is pain. There always will be. And then there'll be love after that and pain after that. If we always think love equals pain, we'll never ever want to experience it because we'll be too scared. Think about the amazing blessings that blocks us off from. Let go of the need to be right. Peacekeeper. Believe. I believe even if it is not real. Meet me in the canyon, okay? There's nothing that time won't heal. And I'll see you in the canyon, okay? To be able to allow yourself to go into the deep depths, to meet another there, is very, very beautiful and part of the process. Anyway, Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right now. I'm doing this, her guarding her heart. Buffalo. And I spoke about, I'm pretty sure this was in the last one maybe. Buffalo is, the Buffalo card was in my spirit animal deck, and I see him as both practical and both spiritual. A water sign and an earth sign. Funnily enough, I'm for sure my baby was an earth sign. I feel the spaces up above her. She said, I know you got a good heart, but there's still a better way to love her. Anyway, as if that's relevant. It's Canyons by Gone Beyond. I seen this as like what the need to be right of a full-on protection of the self and the heart, and not opening yourself up to the possibility of pain, which will stop you from enjoying the good times in the life. Do you get what I mean? By being full-on defense. Look, we've got these two. Drop your shields, Peacekeeper. Someone who's standing in front of their full joy instead of their half joy, their safe joy. It begs you to see from a higher perspective. Life does. We cannot define every experience from our human experience. That's all of that one. This is called A Cool Wind is Blowing. We have two sides, and we have to communicate with both sides of ourselves, if you get what I mean. If we block off that side of ourselves, we can't progress towards new things or new experiences. We will constantly be brought the lessons and the mirror to face those sides of ourselves until we officially integrate it. And when we do, new things can come into our life. Like this is making me think. New moon, going from the full moon, which is the full-on reveal, full of the light of both sides of the self, into the new start. Wow. Okay, that was weird. I don't know if that caught in the camera. This song's called A Cool Wind is Blowing and my windows open, and the sound of that wind there was incredible. and it's just thrown me off track. There it goes again. That's like, ooh. Wow. We're going to stop reading for a second because I was literally going to start talking about the wind and I didn't, so I'm going to, and I'm going to read something from this book. That's what I got called to do, and I didn't listen to my intuition, and that happened 2 minutes. So I didn't pull the card, but I was thinking of the card when this came out. Where is it? Okay. Where's the wind? Taming the wind. Is it this one? No. Let me find it. Here we go. The symbol of the wind represents the element of air. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change, with qualities both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of the 4 directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. South, carrying a new sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts of you that are no longer needed. West, calling you to more introspection, to a willingness to make final decisions, to let go of attachment and ego desires. North, moving to bring you wisdom and strength. East, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message which the wind whispers or shouts is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exultation in moving towards it and receiving its lessons. This is called Grow. Wow. Hold on. And the lyrics are, don't be afraid after the darkness is light, which I was just saying earlier. When the spirit of the wind comes calling, it's a sign of change. Perhaps you need to change your mind about something. Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic. And now that you've gained greater clarity, you can make a choice. Regardless of what the change is, you can expect to be understood and to have clear communication with others at this time. Ideas are solid, and the shift that is being called for is in the highest good of all. When wind comes as medicine, you're being invited to recognize the value of chaos. This is what I was thinking about. Windstorms provide necessary chaos to clear the air and spread seeds so plants and trees can take root in new fields. Right now it may seem as if your world has been turned upside down, but this is a temporary storm that will blow over. Perhaps communication has broken down between you and another, or your many to-do lists are overwhelming you. The medicine is to simplify, to slow down, course correct if you need to, and wait out the storm to clean things up. Just know that all storms have great value. If you can remain neutral during their course, greater clarity and good things will come from it all. Remember, this too shall pass. And I've noticed this energy of upcoming storms, or a storm that has just passed, and this feeling, this need to be maybe productive or to sort a situation, or something has been uprooted, but it's almost as if life is kind of telling you to wait, to stop, to not judge it, to bring love into the situation. This came up, to look at what has been brought in, see it from loving eyes. How is this benefiting me? What is this trying to teach me? Where is it trying to make me go? In what direction? You've got to grow, even if you're on your own, even if you can't find your way. This is a really beautiful song. This is Grow, a Colours Encore by Face Soul. Even if the journey is cold, believe in I to death, and I know that you will grow day by day if you walk with love. Loving all the parts of yourself, loving all the pains that you go through,